Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Nah, I got one for y'all. This is a big one. This is who's been messing with everybody. How do you talk to people that you like? Be attractive. Be outgoing, be smooth with it. You know what I mean? Be confident in what you're saying. I don't know, you know what I mean? Because everybody's different, you know what I mean? If you're a funny guy, girls love jokes. I can tell you that. Be attractive for real, for real. As far as really, if you make a girl laugh, dog, you can get any girl. I'm gonna tell you that now. That's just out, like that's just top. That's bro code. But at the same time, this is going for both sides. It's just being upfront, being truthful. You know what I mean? At times it is hard for us because at times I done went through it myself. Being attractive, having confidence in yourself, and just being truthful. Truthful was basically my main one. You know what I mean? It was tough. But it's not me, it's y'all, you know what I mean? It's just like being truthful, being upfront, and just making sure like you're telling the truth in everything that you're telling her. Because you don't want to beat around the bush with anybody or give them the rundown, you know what I mean? Like, beating around the bush, man, I ain't gonna lie, it could probably get you in the wrong spot. It just, you feel me? And it goes as far as the lines you say and the stuff you say will take you far. Start conversation. Conversation is one key. You got to look at all the key points in this because it's all key corner points to everything as far as talking to the girl, making sure you notice the little things. The little things always matter. I'm going to tell y'all, hands down, the little things matter. If she says her favorite color is blue, just take it a long way. Hey, she might want some blue roses or something. You got to go different. You got to say something different to get her attention and everything. Joke, hey, don't always come with the line, you single? You single? What's up with you? What you doing? You know what I mean? These are lines that everybody uses. We don't want to use those lines. We want to see how to talk to somebody that you like. Be attracted with some cologne, you know what I mean? She might, she going to break her neck. You feel me? This is just certain things. It's the law of attraction. Like, real talk, when it comes to females or anything of that nature, or guys or whatever, I don't know, whatever you're into, you know what I mean? It just, what do you attract to? What are the things? Do you listen to a person if they're vocal or they're confident in themselves, or do they carry themselves with the top line gentleman treatment? You know what I mean? Because everybody's raised different. But at the same time, I feel like these certain things, these key points can get you to anybody that you like. Telling jokes, if you're a comedian type guy, you know what I mean? It's just even, you're the first line, dang, how your day's going, you know what I mean? That might even give them the, you know what I mean? You always want a girl to have that, or a dude to have that, whoa, who was that? You know what I mean? Everybody wants that feeling. But we all got to be, that goes back of being truthful, you know what I mean? Being respectful when you talk to a person. Because manners go a long ways, even minor things as opening the door or saying, excuse me, or, hey, dang, you look good today. You know what I mean? I hope you're having a good day. Those things go far. And I go back to this saying, being confident in who you are. Be you at the end of the day. Don't be somebody else. Don't be Mr. Cool Guy if you're not that type of dude. That's just being understandable to everything. If you're not that type of dude, don't try to portray yourself to be somebody, because that is a lie. You want to be yourself, and you want to be upfront, and you want to be clear of what you want. Because when we get in the zone where we don't, how can I say it? We don't want to be the real us and tell them what's real, because we're scared how that person would feel about us. And I understand everybody wants to attract a girl, but our intentions have to meet up with their intentions. You really got to put yourself in their shoes, because you only going to be attracted to somebody if they really giving the signs, the key points. Is she like this, or is he like this? What does he do for a living? What kind of car he drives? I really don't try to get into all that stuff, you know what I mean? Because I feel like it's about conversation. It's just what you want at the end of the day, being vocal, being confident, joking around, playing around, but don't play around all the time. You know what I mean? Because you got to ask the question: would you talk to yourself? Would you? Just being real, would you talk to yourself? Because me, I ain't gonna lie. At the end of the day, sometimes I see tendencies in myself that where I be like, dang, I know they'll hate me, but at the same time they'll love me because the energy I bring to them, or you know what I mean, the jokes, playing around. Attractiveness, I feel like that comes last because it's about what's inside of a person versus outside. You know, the what you see in a clear body flesh. Yeah, they might look good on the flesh, but at the same time, inside they might be the worst person ever. That's what you gotta think about. It's about what's inside you at the end of the day. You confident, go talk to that girl, you know what I mean? Maybe you might need a hype guy or something like that. But at the end of the day, it's just being mindful what you say to them, just being respectful, guy or girl, and just saying what you want, your intentions. Hey, does it meet up to my intentions? Hey, can we work? Can we come in the middle of things? Can we do this? Can we do that? You know what I mean? It just having that relationship, the bonding part. Talking to him, key, like I said, always peep the key points. And my boy put me on. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is probably one of the smartest things he put me on. He put me on to go to your notes. Anything she says that is, make sure she doesn't know or he doesn't know. Put in your notes that some they like, you know, tendencies they like to do, like as far as their favorite color, car, or if they like to read books, or favorite artists, favorite movies. What's their favorite food? Like, what's favorite restaurant? These things, you know, what's gonna get the girl's attention or guy's attention. Like, damn, this girl, they really paying attention to detail, and they really noticing. Like, hey, when is their birthday? Because I ain't gonna lie, we tend to meet a lot of people in our lives, and it's hard to keep up with everybody. So it's just like sometimes you might have to put in your notes. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of forgetful at times. So it's kind of like I have to put it in my notes. It's nothing against the other person or nothing like that. It just, you know what I mean? You don't talk to a lot of people. You have an understanding. Okay, this is that, and you can go straight cut to it. But it just, man, I feel like good hygiene, being vocal, being confident. You know, don't be scared. For real, the girl or guy, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Whoever says to somebody something first. Because we get a lot of people who are scared to go talk to them. Don't be scared. Trust me. They're probably thinking the same thing you're thinking. That's why I say you have to take a chance. You can't be scared of it. It just, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? My mama say, she tell me all the time, she like, boy, you ain't ugly, boy. Stop playing around, you know what I mean? You feel me? Because at times, you know, for a pretty girl or, you know, like a guy or a handsome guy for you girls, it might be like that sometimes. But you got to have confidence in yourself. You have to instill that, you know what I mean? Talk to yourself in the mirror. Give yourself pep talks. Sure, you can do this. Trust me. Anybody can. I'm just being real. Sure, you wonder how Beyonce and Jay-Z found each other, and I'm just being honest. Nah, I ain't gonna say it. But this goes back to saying, guys, I'm telling y'all got this. And how to talk to people, trust me, it's easier than what you think it is. Just start a conversation. You always got to be friends before y'all can be in a relationship or boyfriend, girlfriend, married, or whatever. You have to be friends. And being friends will take you a long way because you have a more understanding of the person, their true meaning and their true intentions for you or their future. Because everything has to align, which people, they really have to align. Because guess what? Y'all might not be together long, and y'all got to be content. Y'all have to be truthful, and y'all have to let people know. But I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? My game, my success, it all, you know, that's really all I got to tell y'all, because that's what I know about the game. Just make them joke, just laugh, you know what I mean? Have a good laugh. Just be confident, vocal. Good hygiene, that's number one. So, but that's all I got for y'all, dog. Y'all make sure y'all have a good day. You.